What's up everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video on Bitcoin and in general a market update. Alright, so we'll talk about the markets, we'll talk about what's going on right now, what you need to know. Can we actually still have that short squeeze? So if you remember from my video this morning, what we talked about is a potential short squeeze. Because what you see, and I think that's very interesting, and I think that's also very, very valuable for most of you to know. So that's why we'll talk about it. But we'll start off by talking about Bitcoin. But after that, I do want to talk about the markets. I want to talk about some news like Germany moving that Bitcoin. Are they really selling their coins, etc. And then apart from that, also just in general, what you need to know right now for the markets today. All right. So the most important thing you need to know for the markets is what Bitcoin is doing. So let's start off with that, because right now we basically have two scenarios. All right, and I think it's very clear right now what the two scenarios are, and that's either some sort of a breakout above 64,300, that's the main resistance here, or a strong breakout below 63,500. This is the area which we are in, and we are most likely going to get a breakout today. Now, why this is interesting is because, well, if you look at this trend, it's 100% bearish. All right, so this is a downtrend and it's a strong one. So if you just look at this downtrend, you would say, all right, well, we're obviously going to get a bearish breakout because the entire trend has been down for a long period of time. And then apart from that, we also have the German government dumping Bitcoin and blah, blah, blah. It's all very bearish. That's what you hear. And then apart from that, the last two Fridays, today is a Friday, but the last two Fridays, we also dumped down pretty severely, like right here. This is a Friday, and the Friday before that we had that big drop right here. All right, so you would expect another drop today, but the difference is, and that's what I think is interesting, and that's why what I wanted to show you, is that if you look at this right here, you can see this is the open interest. So that's basically, or at least what you saw, is the open interest. So that's basically the amount of positions being opened. And what you see right now, or at least what you see over the course of today, is that the open interest is going up, but with a negative CVD, or at least, well, overall negative CVD. It's actually pretty mixed, but still negative CVD. So what that means is that there is a huge amount of short positions being opened as well. And that means that short positions are being opened. The last two Fridays, it was different. It was a lot of long positions being opened. So that means that you get a potential to do a short squeeze. All right, so yes, the market right now is bearish. And therefore, I do think it's most likely we will drop down. But with all these shorts being opened, a real possibility to create a short squeeze up to like 66,500 and 67,000 is created. And therefore, I think that both of these scenarios are still possible today. And which one of the two breakouts we get, so either a breakout above 64,250 or a breakout below 63,500, that's going to matter a lot. And then based on that, you can place trades, all right? Because there are some cryptos that are performing relatively well, which we will look at in a moment. First of all, the news about the German government selling Bitcoin. You never know for sure because they're moving it to exchanges. That's true. So Kraken, or at least if you take a look at all the transactions, they actually they've been moving this for a couple of days already. But they moved it into exchanges, but they also moved it into different wallets, and they also got some from exchanges, as you can see, the Kraken deposit address. They got something back today, so it's pretty mixed. If I would have to give you my thoughts, I would say they are dumping some Bitcoin, or at least they're planning to, which I think Friday is a very bad day to do that, but all right. But I do think it's a bit overstated as well. Like, sure, they still have $3 billion in Bitcoin, but that doesn't mean that they're going to sell it all off today or tomorrow. So it's a bit of FUD, so I do think that even with that news, a short squeeze is still possible. But like I said, wait for the confirmation. Now, if we then look at cryptos, there's so I'm just going to list and go over very, very quickly a number of them. TRB or Teller is showing some potential here. I think in general, be careful with this. This is a relatively manipulated coin. And right now it still looks like we are consolidating. So that's a coin I think you need to watch. ENS, I still think is very, very strong here. Technically very bullish. We're near a strong resistance level, but I do think we can get up there. Turbo, I think, is interesting, is still very, very bullish, but who knows what that will turn into in a moment. Not, I saw earlier this morning, has some potential, but has to break out. There's a huge amount of new cryptos like Lista, like Zero, that I think you need to watch. And that is it for now. Pepe, maybe. All right, but you can also see with the relative strength that it's really not ENS and Pepe that are leading the charge right now. Those are the strongest. Those have the most potential, but either way, still wait for the breakout from Bitcoin, all right? And that's what you need to know, for now at least. So if you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. For now, thank you for watching, take care, and bye.